A very good day to you and welcome to Citizens Dialogue on First Nest News. I am Becky Sowore. Today, a political argument that's already stirring controversy. Is it possible or is it impossible for Peter Obi to defeat Atiku Abubakar within the ADC? Some say the answer is a clear yes. Others say their thinking underestimates a political movement that refuses to fade. Peter Obi has energy, visibility, and loyal grassroots base. Atiku Abubakar has structure, experience, and a deep political networks. So here's a question that refuses to go away. In Nigerian politics, which one truly decides? Is popularity enough to overcome party machinery, or does the system always protect its own? And if Peter Obi can't beat Atiku within a party like ADC, what does that tell us about the future of opposition politics in Nigeria? Is the door really open to new political forces or only half open? In another development, Peter Obi drew thousands to the streets of Abuja, a rally filled with energy, chants and banners. But let's ask the hard questions right away. The rally was organized to mobilize grassroots support and signal strength ahead of upcoming elections, while also showcasing his vision for economic reform, security and political inclusivity. Does a crowd of supporters actually translate into political power, or is it just a spectacle for the cameras? Can this kind of public enthusiasm overcome decades of entrenched party machinery, or will it hit a wall before it counts? And more importantly, is Peter Obi really positioning himself to challenge political heavyweights, or is it the rally simply a message that will fade after the cameras leave? Let's move into another story. The Sharia Council has sent a strong warning to INEC declaring that Muslims will not accept compromise elections. Today we ask the tough questions. What does compromise elections really mean here? Is this a normal warning or a direct threat to electoral process? Is the Sharia Council trying to influence voters, pressure INEC, or both? And what does that say about the independence of Nigeria's election? Could this statement heighten tensions or even inflame divisions ahead of the polls? Or will it force authorities to finally act transparently? We wait and see what's going to happen, and we look forward to a better 2027 election. We're actually positive on what we're going to see on INEC this time around. We now move on to a developing story. Is Sowore genuinely a target, or is he being used as a pawn in a larger political game? A game where words are weapons and reputations are collateral. It began when Reno Mokri accused Bola Tinubu of being a drug lord. And in retaliation, Tinubu reportedly called former President Jonathan a drunkard. Now, Sowore wants answers. Why him? Why now? And what is the purpose of this public showdown? And why? Is the timing of this feud intentional? Designed to confuse voters, control the narrative, or intimidate voices that challenge the establishment? A political discourse is now reduced to name-calling and public shaming. What does this say about the future of Nigeria's democracy? Are elections becoming a spectacle of personalities rather than a battle of ideas? In another story, still in politics. Politics in Nigeria is increasingly becoming a family affair, from Wike's son to Obasanjo's daughter and Atiku's son. The children of top politicians are stepping into the political spotlight. But the real question is this: why now again? Why? Are these young people genuinely passionate about serving Nigerians? Or is it just another way for political families to hold on to power? Could this signal a shift towards political dynasties, where only children of the elites get a seat at the table, leaving ordinary citizens behind? Is Nigeria's political system now turning into a game of inheritance? Or is there still room for leadership based on ideas and performance? Stay with us. When we return, we'll bring in First Nest political analyst King Sojalo to break down why some believe this battle may be unwinnable and whether that assumption could be dangerously wrong. Please stay with us. Welcome back to the show, Citizens Dialogue on First Nest News Port Harcourt. Thanks for joining us. It's a pleasure having you on set, King Sajalo.
Thank you so much, Becky.
You're looking so moody. What's happening?
Should I say pretty health issues, but it's handled already.
You're going to be all right.
Thank you so much.
I know so. Just looking at the headlines I've mentioned,
yes.
Is Peter Obi already at a disadvantage before the contest even starts?
No, I've been watching, so many critics and, people coming out, trying to do some comparison between the Obi alliance and that of Atiku and the effort of that of Peter Obi and that of Atiku. First of all, we know that based on they are in a platform already, both giants, let me use that word, belonging to a particular platform right now. Definitely it will really raise these allegations, investigations, and thereabouts. You understand? At first, one would want to say that these two giants, or it's just like the usual saying that two lions can't be in the same mountain. I think this is the scenario that is happening here. Now, if you look at their efforts in their previous administrations and legacy they have behind, we could see that in the case of Atiku, yes, he has experience in terms of the federal level, being the vice president of Nigeria, and the also
former vice president.
Yes, former vice president. President, thank you. In federal level, he has had countless experience, even that of Peter Obi. We must be honest with ourselves. Yes. Now, that of Peter Obi, we could recall he was once the state governor and also participated in one or two upbringing of some facilities and how will I put it now? Some development to the state of Anambra and thereabout. Now, I think this is why people are actually calling that. Is it possible, or there is no possibility, there is no chance that the former governor will stand against the former vice president of Nigeria? But I put it to, my own argument in this is, we shouldn't, this reputation of, trying to compare two people who really dominate the political system of our country. We should always look at the positive and the negative aspect. What do I mean? Now, yes, they both might have negative aspects and they both might, but you should differentiate in terms of the number of times the positivity has been known, or that of the negativity. You understand? Now, in the time of Atiku, we could recall whereby people has criticized him of trying to have some corruption allegations and thereabouts. So also Peter Obi, where he was accused numerously of trying to use the public funds of creating business that probably bankrupt the state and thereabouts. So also that of a former vice president Atiku. Now, if you look at the impact ratio tells us that Peter Obi, in terms of popularity and in terms of how well the people want to, really want him, his presence, his dominance, how well it has really surpasses that of Atiku. You understand? Let's be honest with ourselves. Nigeria currently, let me speak on behalf of Nigeria. Nigeria currently, let me tell you, are looking for a fresh body. Someone who even Atiku himself said it once at a time. The reason why he picked Obi as his running mate, if you can recall, in 2019, the election where Obi and Atiku were contesting for presidency under the umbrella of the platform of the PDP. Atiku said something. The reason why I picked Obi, he said his youthfulness and his vibrant ability, to make him his own. That's why he picked him. Now, he has said it quite well. Now, why will Nigerians, or why would sentimental people now try to say that, okay, Obi doesn't have the chance to? Even the vice president has made it known publicly that, look, this is someone who is vibrant. And when you have a vibrant person in our political system, he's bound to, put things in order, put the economic structure in order. And also, now, I'm not saying Atiku doesn't have the ability to, probably want to carry up the economic system of Nigeria to a better height. So Atiku is usually considered to be the wealthiest, or let me say, one of the wealthiest politicians in the country, while Peter Obi is known to be the flagrant politician. Now, when you say flagrant, yes, someone who is, deliberate, someone who is always seeking means on how to improve the economic system. Now, if you recall, when they lose that previous election, that of when they were in PDP. You know, Peter Obi still made his stand very, you know, he still made his stand into the ugly situations in the country. You understand? Unlike some politicians where the country maybe after election and they failed to the opposite, you see them traveling abroad for a long time, they won't be heard anymore, or until probably when the election is coming, that is when you start seeing their appearance again. But that of Peter Obi, he really took his stand. He made some, you know, moves. In other words, that fine, it wasn't the time where election was read, but even at that, he was actually seeking means to put solutions to some menace in terms of, I could recall where, you know, he went to Egypt or so, you know, just to make sure how they really get electricity supply, you know, why their light is so constant and thereabout, saying if he's been elected, this is the first thing he's going to tackle. He has made so many moves, even while, you know, in his rallies. He has made so many moves, even when he's not even how am I going to put it now, even when election processes has not really occurred. So, you know, if I will give it to Peter Obi, this is someone who is really seeking, you know, the true means of how the economy of Nigeria will really be put in order. Unlike some others that will just probably, when it is time for election, that is when they will start showcasing themselves or replacing, bringing themselves out of media and thereabout. So with this analysis, you definitely know who is really the right person, who is really the right mandate to really proclaim the leadership, or, you know, the mandated person for that political party. So enough with this trying to compare Peter Obi to Atiku. I'm not trying to say Atiku doesn't really stand a chance, or doesn't really, or probably if he's being elected as president tomorrow, he's not going to put one or two things right in the economic system. But let's be honest with ourselves. We need a fresh blood this time around. Because enough with those who have, you know, been in previous administration and things weren't working well in the system of Nigeria. So we need fresh blood. We need someone who is really new to the federal level in order for things to go fine in Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Let's just switch. There's a rally that was held in Abuja by Peter Obi concerning, I think, a grassroots kind of movement. Yes, and I think he's still looking forward to the 2027 election that is coming. And you can tell the kind of crowd that followed forth, regardless of all the things we've been hearing. You know, to and fro when it comes to, you know, Peter Obi. So does this FCT rally show genuine momentum of Peter Obi, or is it just mostly, you know, symbolic, or just for camera show? Of course, let's be honest. Or the people still want Peter Obi.
If you look at the rally that came out on Peter Obi's campaign and thereabout, definitely you will tell what Nigeria really wants. You understand? Enough of critics, enough of trying to validate, enough of trying to do some kind of research and thereabout. The crowd alone will tell you that, look, this is what the people want. You understand? If not because of some kind of sentiment, some kind of you know, political hijacking and thereabout, you definitely know what Nigeria really wants. You understand? Let Atiku come out. If definitely every political party and every political person have their supporters, but you can't compare that of Peter Obi to that of Atiku. Let's just try it. Let Atiku come out now. Let's measure the two.
Okay, we can say that of Peter Obi is how do they even say it? A free will movement. It's not like they pay these people to come out.
No, when people are being paid to come out, you should definitely know that high profile person paying. You understand? It doesn't really have the free mind of the people. It's just like, okay, do this for me so that I'll be popular in this rally. But when someone comes out, you know, with his free mind, you know, even without, you know, do some payments and thereabout for rallies, definitely you know how genuine he is. You understand? So I think, you know, in this situation, let's who the people want, who the people want really matters. That is what, you know, that is what should be done. Is who, the candidates or the choice of the people that should really matter a lot, even in the system of Nigeria. And I think when we really go for what the people want, you know, definitely you will find changes in our economic system.
So you were just saying something about INEC. Let's just look. Sharia Council sends strong warning to INEC, says Muslims won't accept a compromised election. How much weight does this warning carry? Could it actually sway voters or disrupt the electoral process?
Well, the Sharia are actually, you know, recognized with common laws and customary laws in Nigeria, and, you know, is an attached movement joined to the Islamic religion and thereabouts. First of all, I would want to say the Sharia shouldn't, shouldn't really emphasize in the political affair of the country. You understand? That is to my own opinion. I think that is what I see here. But nevertheless, I think their motive concerning the newly elected the INEC chairman.
I think they were just trying to express themselves. They're saying that Muslims won't accept compromised elections, so they want free and fair elections.
Yes, but let's look at it. I think that is what everybody is saying. You understand? Both the Sharia law, both the Khan, but everybody wants free and fair election. But I think the Sharia organization would have stated reasons why we don't want this individual to be in this institution while the election takes place. They would have really made it plain. You understand? I'm not trying to support anyone here. I'm not supporting Amapiton. I'm not supporting the Sharia organization. No. But what I'm trying to say is that when you accuse someone of something, at least you make it plain. What has been his past errors? I think he's just a newly elected. And if you look at his about that, he has not really participated in any political affairs, even before he was appointed as the INEC chairman by the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So this is just the first stand, and then we're hopefully saying, we hope that we're going to see something very positive compared to the former one.
Exactly, yes, but that is why I'm calling on the Sharia organization to really state out his fault, because to me, I don't really see any, reasons why he should be, called out and to be unseated by the president just as they are demanding. So I think they should be refat why they are demanding is, resignation, just as they are saying it.
Okay, thank you so much, King Sajalo. Let's go for a short break. When we return, looking out for Sowore saying, "Why am I the target at the moment?" Please stay with us. I am Becky Usoro. Still here on set with me is Fastest political analyst King Sajalo. Welcome back to the show, Citizens Dialogue on Fastest News Potako. Thanks for joining us. Sowore, for a while now, he has been on a trend saying, "Why am I the target?" So does this attack reflect a deeper root in Nigeria's political system?
When you are in the opposition or when you are the opposite, you understand. Definitely, what do you expect?
Like the statements he has just made, you understand.
Yes.
So why is he being dragged in his own exchange? Is he being targeted personally, or is he part of a strategic political maneuver?
We understand that he's an activist, yes, and he's also the founder of the AA.
Because it's what asking the question.
Of course, that's what I'm heading to. Being in the opposition, you understand. Also being in the African Alliance Congress, you understand. What do you expect? That is my first question. You understand. You are not in any popularly known political platform. I'm talking about the APC or the PDP or the Labour Party and thereabout. Definitely, this is someone who has emerged to be a self-proclaimed politician, and is also known to be an activist. And definitely, you are also standing for the right and well-being of Nigerians. So definitely, those who are really, should I use the word, antagonizing in a fair hearing. Definitely, you don't expect to have peace, you understand, in their midst. What am I trying to say is that he has come out a number of times trying to accuse. Let me not use the word accuse. Trying to probe the president and also some individuals who are along. We recall where he accused the FCT minister of building houses in the UK and thereabouts. So many others. So it's just like someone trying to spoil the show of another person. You understand? Definitely you'll be proved. Any little statement you make, definitely they will find means of, putting you in custody or, arresting you. You'll be seen as a criminal when you are trying. Fine, I know that Sowore in most cases has always stood for the truth. He is actually doing this, for the well-being of Nigeria, yes. But you should know that, doing this, there must be thorough backings. What do I mean by thorough backings? There must be people, because, first, he is a self-proclaimed politician. He's on his own. He has his own political party. And thereabout. Definitely, what do you understand? Yes, so they say, there's a popular saying that usually say, when you are not with us, you are probably against us or something like that. So what does he expect? So even with Omokri that he's talking about has called President Tinubu a drug lord and thereabout, recently President Tinubu nominated him as one of his ambassadors. You know, and also Omokri said it that he has written an open apology letter to the president. Yeah, so I think that matter is settled. Okay. He also accused Tinubu of calling former President Goodluck Jonathan a drunkard. But most times we see a brief meeting or you know, a conference meeting between the president and the Goodluck Jonathan. In most cases, you understand. Yeah. So what is he trying to? So I think in the case of Sowore, he's doing a good job, and I really recommend it for that. But you should know that when you are doing a thing like this, you must have a serious backing. You understand? When I mean by serious backing, there must be people who are, you know, because right now to me it seems he's all by himself. Yes, to me. So definitely, what does he expect? So if he throws one word, and again, for the fact that you are even in an opposition, you understand? When I mean opposition, absolute oppositions. So that is just it. So Sowore should really know his stand in the political system of Nigeria before, you know, trying to. And he should know that, you know, in most cases, when you try to stand for the truth, definitely you will be pointed out. You know, okay, look at the case of Nelson Mandela when he stood against the white rulership of South Africa as at then. Which he really stood for the truth. Was he not persecuted in so many cases like this? So when Sowore comes out like this, I think he should really make his, you know, stand very, very solid and strong first before he tries he continues shooting bullets to people in that stage.
Thank you so much, King Sajala. It's a pleasure having you on set all the time. Thanks, everyone. That's our show for today. Citizens Dialogue on First News. I am Becky Sowore. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.